Alright, what's good, friends? Uh, we should be live. We are jumping into Pokemon Sword once again. We're going to be continuing our hunt for the Necrozma Dynamax raid. Um, yeah, I looked it up. I actually didn't go through as many raids as I thought I did. Um, is my phone muted or am I getting playback? No, it is. I thought I heard myself. Um, yeah, I didn't go through as many raids as I thought I did over the last, I guess, yesterday's full stream and the little bit we tried on the stream before. I've only really found like it's either 17 or 18 legendaries. So I guess these take longer than I expected, but one helpful hint we did find. Looked more into what our friend Kat was telling us about, talking to Peonia, I think is her name. And yeah, it says to check with her in between after completing a raid. Uh, because there's a chance that she might have a hint, but it's not always. So it's not like a daily thing. It's just after every raid, there's a chance that she could give you a clue to where a specific Pokemon might be. So you could talk to her. If it's not Necrozma, then you just go look for a random one. But it's just a added bonus. So we're gonna hop back in. And I think I saw I have like 23 more that I could potentially find in Sword. Alright, let's talk to Peonia first. She found one, but it's a Rayquaza. Not a bad Pokemon, but it's not Necrozma, so we're gonna say no, unfortunately. Yeah, we might regret it later, because we might want that Rayquaza. But, yeah, we're just gonna go forward. Just gonna do a random one. Yeah, the start of yesterday, we were nailing the Dynamax raids. We were beating everything, but then all of a sudden, we went on a losing streak. Lopunny wouldn't be bad, but... Well, that's so electric focused. I'm going Lopunny. Plus, I don't really like Galvantula. We have bad history because of his re-evolved form. But my teammate took Galvantula. This is a fire legendary. Let's go grass, I guess. So yeah. We're gonna start knocking out the raids tonight. Starting right here. Cheryl? Yeah. I'm hoping today's good luck. It's actually, we got two somewhat lucky numbers. I don't know if they're both lucky, but it's our 7th day in a row of streaming this week, which feels crazy to me because it does not feel like I've been streaming 7 days in a row, but we've been on the grind and I've been enjoying it, so we're gonna keep going for as long as we can until I am burnt out or work burns me out. But it's also our 13th stream of 13th stream of the week, which is also crazy. But I was doing 2 streams a day for like 5 days or something like that. So it's our 13th stream, and hopefully between the 13 and the 7, one of those numbers is lucky for us and gets us the Necrozma tonight. Changed forms. I didn't know. I don't think I've ever seen this form of Cherim. Maybe I have. Alright, our team was really stacked up against a grass type, so that was a good choice to go against this. So we're starting the day off with good decisions. I know sometimes we end up picking up Pokemon that, or picking opponents that aren't the greatest. But this one was a good decision, at least. And we'll catch this Cherim. I do probably have to stock up on regular Pokeballs after this adventure, Dynamax adventure. Because I'm down to like 6 or 7. Do I want to swap? I'm good with Lopunny. Arthur switched. Ground fighting or psychic? I'm gonna go fighting. Because we have 2 Pokemon here with fighting type moves, I believe. Hitmonchan being a fighting type itself. And I think Lopunny has Mega Kick. Alright, we're going to take the Muscle Band also to power up our physical type moves. It's Pasmanian. Or Passimian. Yeah. Sometimes I mispronounce this one. Oh, our flying type move will be even better against this actually. Because it's part grass and fighting. So I'll use bounce. Unfortunately, he's strong against, or he has a move that's strong against Galvantula. Alright, Cherim's forms change there. Alright, our bounce. How much? It does nothing because he moved. Alright, Fire Punch, good move. Cherim wants to use Solar Beam. It's part grass though, so I don't know. Oh, it hit Solar Beam in the same turn. Is there grassy terrain out or something? Alright, we'll try bounce again. If nothing else, being up in the air, we can't get hit. Alright, power up punch. Powered his attack up, but also did not do too much. Solar Beam's doing more than I expected it to do. Galvantula missed his Thunder, which probably wouldn't have done much. Oh, okay. A flying type move against Cherim was not great. So we've had one faint already. Though to be fair, even if we lose this raid, it's a fire type, so it's not really what we're looking for anyway. But we do finish the Passimian off. Yeah, I'm down to 4 Pokeballs, so after this one I'm definitely going to have to stock up. Apparently we have 1.4 million Pokedollars after doing the multi-tournament thing. So, money is not a problem for us. Alright, do we want to switch? We're almost out of bounce, so we just got Mega Kick and Drain Punch. The Simian's got Acrobatics, Rock Tomb, Brick Break, and Substitute. I feel like he's better. Alright, Fire, Flying. Alright, well, Flying I'd be 4 times weak against. At least Fire I'm only normally weak against 2 times, so I guess we go Fire, even though Galvantula and Cherim are both going to be weak too. Neither of these choices were great for us. That's a Heatmer. Rock Tomb will be super effective. Thunder, if it can get a paralysis off, wouldn't be bad. Well, Gavantula couldn't, but Hitmonchan did off the Thunder Punch. Oh, Overheat's gonna faint Gavantula though. That's 2 faints. So we're going into the boss pretty nerfed here. Alright, Rock Tomb again. Power Up Punch, not bad. We really gotta hope he doesn't go for Cherim, or that will be a 3rd feint there. If he overheats, it's over. Or Max Flare. That would be bad too. Yeah. Alright. At this rate, we might not even make it to the final boss. But the final boss here, it could be the Heatran that Cat kept guessing yesterday for fire types. It's either Heatran or Moltres. Pretty sure it's one of those two. But we gotta make it to it to see. And we do finish off Heatmore. So we will make it to the final boss with 3 feints on our team to start off. Not looking good. Not a good start, but we still have a chance. Well, actually, oh no, Passimian's pure fighting. I thought he was fire grass, just because of the way he looked, so I guess. But I guess he's pure fighting, I guess. So we'll stick with Passimian. Oh, I really wish the Cherim would have switched. Alright, Moltres or Heatran, or am I going to be completely wrong? It's a Reshiram again. So we're losing this because Reshiram beat us last time when we had no feints. Did I ask to go back to Reshiram, or did I say... any, look for anything? Because if I didn't ask for Reshiram, then we might be in trouble now, because this can confirm that you can get duplicates, at least of the ones you didn't defeat yet. Also, yeah, all Reshiram has to do is target Cherim and we're done. Alright, Max Rockfall is going to be good, but... I feel like if we didn't have the Cherim, we might have won this. There was just too many fire types on our oppositions. Yeah, and Heatmore being a fire type against this isn't great either. Though he is lowering Reshiram's defense. Max Rockfall is a physical attack, so his lower defense will be helpful for that. But I don't know if lowering it once won't be enough for sure. We got him to half. The psychic type move against me too. Not great. Cherim clears up the sandstorm. Heatmore also tried to use Sunny Day. Let's see what happens here. A paralysis would be great. We don't get it. Dragon Pulse on Heatmore. It is very close here. Cherrim switching forms again because it's no longer sunny. Worry Seed. We need him to oh, he's going to lower his defense. We need him to miss his attack. No matter who he goes for, he has to miss. He used a fire-type move on Heatmer. You fool! We might have won. Well, actually, now that I'm no longer Dynamaxed, I don't know if I'll hit first. If I can hit before him, Rock Tomb might take him out. And we do. And we beat him. The comeback. That's crazy. I had no faith that we would beat him this time. Last time we fought him, we had all 4 turns, or all 4 feints available, and he rushed or crushed us. And somehow this time, with only 1 feint available, we pull off an upset. The craziness that he would use a fire-type move against Heatmer, who had a fire-absorbing ability. That was the real clutch moment there. Alright, we're gonna take the restroom. And I feel like we name him Fool. Or we'll name him Foolish. He could be Foolish. Because he attacked when he could have won there easily by using the fire type move on either Galvantula or Cherrim, or he could have used a psychic type move on us. He chose to use a fire type move on a fire type Pokemon with a fire absorbing ability. Very foolish indeed. Alright. Any more news, Peonia? Tapu Lele. No, thank you. And then I go... So Restroom should have been cleared out now because we... No, he is still in there. So even though that we have caught him now, he can still be tracked. Alright, I don't know if I might have accidentally hit him before. Oh, and they're trying to run it back. They're giving us a chance for Passimian again. But Boldore and Sandslasher are also good options. Philip. It worked so well, let's do it again. Alright, Boldore going on the team. Sandslash also on the team. And Seadra. What are we looking at here? Fairy type. Boldore and Sandslash and Seadra would be weak against grass. I'm weak against, or I'm ineffective against Ghost, at least my fighting type moves. But I feel like one ineffective is better than 3. Sinispeed, or no, Poltegeist, the evolve form. Alright, and one thing we did learn last time, no point wasting time, like, Dynamaxes don't carry over, so might as well not waste it and use it anyway. Alright, max rockfall. It does damage. Sand Slash might be immune to the Sandstorm because of him being a ground type. Oh, Poltergeist having a Giga Drain move is not good. Seadra just flat out hid with Substitute. Weak armor. His defense lowering is good, but his... I think it was his speed rising? Or was it his attack? Let's try max airstream. Those grass type moves are killer, man. Boldor hung on though. With his sturdy ability. Alright, we got him down to half. Alright, our speed rose, which is good. Scald from Seadra. And then he hides again. Stomping Tantrum almost takes him out. It is his speed that's boosting. Ah, if we could have hit him there, that would have been a good hit. Alright, max overgrowth is healing everyone, which is good. Alright, hopefully he doesn't focus Boldor or Sand Slash, who are both on their very last legs. Maybe I'm quick enough to hit him first. I am not. Any sucker... Oh! It was not enough. I thought that would be enough to take out Sand Slash. It was not. And we pull it off once again. But with 2 weak Pokemon after the first battle, we are not looking good here. I also forgot Pokeballs, so I guess we're going to be using Premier Balls for the rest of this raid. Do I want to switch? No. Because Boldor or Sandslash should really switch out. Sandslash does, okay. Now we go to Psychic or Grass. Once again, Grass, not a good option for us. Once again, Psychic would be a bad option for Pessimian, but it's a good option for Poltergeist. At the very least. Oh, Bronzong though, part steel. I believe it's part steel. Brick Break is the only thing I can do other than... Oh, Poltergeist with the Sucker Punch. We did the Brick Break. Seadra's gonna substitute, which hurts itself a little bit, but then also lets it hide. Zen Headbutt to Poltergeist. Most likely the worst option he could have gone after. Though it did do a good amount of damage. Body Press from Boldor. Sucker Punch not working that time. Brick Break still effective. Seadra coming out of his substitute to use Scald. And burn the Bronzong. And another Body Press. I think he tried to use Skill Swap and failed. Alright, Sucker Punch works this time. Brick Break being consistent. Consistent damage. Another Scald out there. still hiding in his substitute. Max Mindstorm against the substitute. Another foolish decision by the enemies. Like, he most likely could have taken me out with it. Alright, our Dynamax is available. I don't think we need it, because he has no HP. Scald, finish it? It does. Okay. We managed to make it through another battle. Oh, okay. I forgot I didn't have a Pokeball, and the first one I got was a Dive Ball. Luckily, it's a 100% catch rate, but a Bronzong and a Dive Ball is an interesting choice. I guess it kind of matches his color scheme a little bit. We are good without swapping. The Poltergeist switched for Bronzong this time. Interesting decision. Alright. We are going to take on the Rock type now. Two somewhat weak Pokemon at the moment. Going against Crustle. What do we got here? Rock Tomb will be super effective. And it'll also lower Crustle's speed. Scald, also very effective. Metal Sound lowers its defense? Special defense. But it uses Max Flutter Bee on Boldore, and that is a guarantee to faint because he had like 3 HP going into this. Alright, going for another Rock Tomb. Kind of, well, Seadra used Substitute, so if it gets attacked, it will survive. I guess that's not a bad idea. Max Flutter Bee taking out half of Bronzong's HP. Boldore has recovered. Another Rock Tomb out of the way. Lowering the speed once more. Seadra Scalding. Just short of taking it out. Bronzong skill swaps with us. And then Boldore Iron Defense. X-Scissor on Bronzong. Didn't finish it off, which is good. Once again, I have Dynamax available, but it won't be necessary because we take it out with a Rock Tomb. Alright, don't spam the button this time. Go to Premier Ball. And a Crustle has been captured. No swap. Poppy swapped this time. Berries to heal Seadra and Bronzong back to the green at least. Now we take on a fairy type. Who could it be? I honestly have no idea. Xerneas. I did not know Xerneas was a fairy type. But I guess it makes sense, because that was the year that fairy came out, I think. Alright. We'll go Rock Tomb. Not super effective, but it will lower the speed at least, giving us a chance to hit burst more frequently. Scald with a burn. Nice. Cressel's Shell Smash. Lowering his defense and special defense to raise his attack and special attack quite a bit. And speed. Bronzong skill swaps with Seadra. I'm going to try Acrobatics this time just to see if it does any more damage. Cressel's now the fastest with an X Scissor. Acrobatics does some damage. Seadra with his patented substituting. Max Overgrowth on Crustle did not do as much damage as I had expected, especially with his lowered defense and special defense. Alright, now Bronzong skill swaps with us. He's just swapping abilities with everyone. Alright, the field healed everyone, but the burn still is in effect. So Acrobatics' turn. Body press from Crustle does nearly nothing. So Moonblast is going to put away Crustle. That's our second feint of the raid, I believe. Unfortunately, we're not doing much damage. Oh, Steel Roller was huge, actually. Bronzong should be using his Steel-type moves. I forgot. Actually, I was talking to one of my coworkers about Pokemon today. I was telling him how I've been playing through the Dynamax Adventures, and he was talking about like height matchups, and he said that he believed Steel was strong against Fairy, which I wasn't sure if that was true, but apparently it is. I guess Steel is indeed strong against Fairy. Alright, if he uses Steel Roller a couple times, we have a good chance of winning this. Alright, Scald, lowering it to HP even more, as well as the burn. He uses Metal Sound instead, sharply lowering the special defense. How much did Max Rock's Fall do? I can't tell what's more effective, that or the Acrobatics attack. Oh, he's in the red. Horn Leech will not take out Seadra because of the substitute. That's crazy how we're getting, not bailed, but we're having such luck with some of these things. Alright, all we really need is a Steel Roller from Bronzong, and he decides to skill swap. Bronzong is making decisions that are very questionable. Max Airstorm, please finish it. Not quite. Hopefully more people on our team are fast enough. Cedra, you can just hit it. You don't need to substitute again. Okay, good. Perfect. Good job, Cedra. And Xerneas is ours. I did it again with the dive ball. We are going to have a Xerneas and a dive ball. That's not a shiny Poltergeist though, right? I don't think it is. No, it would be pinkish purple. I don't think any of these are shinies. Yeah, Xerneas would have white legs if it was a shiny one. Alright. So we take the Xerneas. 2 for 2 on raids tonight. To start. We will call him Professor X. If I can spell this right. I think this is how you spell Professor. To the box you go. 2 for 2. We got a Reshiram and a Xerneas to start. Alright, talk to Peonia. Do you have another path? Tornadus. No thank you. So I'm hoping it cuts our, oops, town map. We need to heal, so go to Freezington. I'm hoping that every time we deny the path that she says, that it cuts it in half, or not in half, but it eliminates another potential. Restoring my Pokemon was not what I wanted to do. I want to talk to the peddler. Where is he? Over here. Pokeballs, please. I will take 100. 100 more. Alright. And then we will make our way back to the max raid lair. Which I guess if I just fly here. Yeah, we're right in front. Alright. Okay, yeah. We denied it, so now we just gotta do another raid. Anything is fine. But, preferably a Necrozma. Machoke, Greedent, Raichu. I'm going Machoke. Oranguru, Aurorus, and Greedent. A very interesting team composition here. The legendary is a water type. Palkia is not available in this. Suicune again then? Normal, I guess. Alright, Dynamax. Max Knuckle. Fighting is super effective against normal. That's another one I always get confused about. I can't remember if fighting is good against normal or normal is good against fighting. Apparently fighting is indeed good against normal. Oh man, Baby Doll Eyes lowers our attack. Thunder by Auroras paralyzes it. Our Max Knuckle still does a good amount of damage despite the lowered attack, and it raises the attack, I believe, of all our allies. Alright, some good moves are getting put in here. He can't move, so Body Slam will take it down. There we go. Linoon has been captured. Gonna stick with Machoke. Alright, poison, poison, or grass. That is quite the choice. Rosalia? Drapion? Then I can't tell that grass. We'll go against Rosalia, I guess. Or Rosalia. However it's pronounced. Rock Tomb, I suppose. Alright, Baby Doll Eyes being used against it to lower its attack. As it uses Leaf Storm on Oranguru. Auroras really likes his paralysis. And we really like our Rock Tomb, so we'll do it again. What does Instruct do? Auroras followed the instructions of Orangu and used Thunder Wave again. But it was already paralyzed. Why would we do that? Alright, so far this raid is going very smoothly though, as the Rosalia goes down as well. Alright, we'll catch another Pokemon. I think we stay with Machoke. Our team has been pretty solid. The Oranguru switches for Rosalia. I could swap for a random rental. I am good. Water or dark? We're good against water because we got a grass type, or I think, yeah, part grass. Unless Rosalia's full poison? I need to learn types better. Carvon, or no, Basculin. I keep calling Basculin Carvana. Alright. Max Knuckle. Raise the attack of our teammates. Alright, Basculin used Dive, but against us, so not very effective. Life Dew from Rosalia heals back a good portion of what we just lost. Auroras really likes using that paralysis move. Alright, the attack of all our Pokemon has risen as we once again use Max Knuckle. I was gonna say, I don't know if Linoon has used any move besides Baby Doll Eyes. Ah, Thunder would have been huge. Unfortunately, it missed. My Max Knuckle, however, did not. Alright, last Max Knuckle. Slash gets in there. Leaf Storm makes it so we don't even need to use it. Alright, Basculin. Get in the Pokeball. So that we can find out what water legendary is this here. The only one I can think of is Suicune again. Because apparently they can come back if you do not catch them. At least I hope it's if you don't catch them, and that we don't get a repeat of one that we've already caught. Are we going to switch? No. Rosalia switched. Alright, are you a Suicune? No, you are Tapu Fini. Okay, I'll take it. One of the Ultra, or I guess Sun and Moon. I always say Ultra Sun and Moon, but oh, I almost attacked my own team. One of the Sun and Moon legendaries. I did play through Moon and Ultra Sun. I don't think I ever beat Moon. I think I ended up beating Ultra Sun though instead. I believe I went and got one of the Tapus, but I don't think I collected all 4 of them. Alright, Auroras will be the big man on campus for this fight, as we get taken out by Moonblast. Not good. We are the first Feint. We need to hit with a Thunder. If a Thunder hits, then we'll be good. But until that happens, we're only slowly chipping away at our health. There's the Thunder, and it didn't do as much as I would have thought it would have. Alright, we actually might need a Thunder Wave. Actually, I'm gonna Max Knuckle though. No, actually I'm not. I guess Max Rockfall. I thought Max Knuckle was effective. Alright, Dive by Basculin. Max Starfall. Took out Linoon. Second Feint. Not great. Thunder connects again, getting into the yellow at least. Max Rockfall, how much damage you doing? Not a very great amount. Surf did not do too much, okay. Dive does not do too much to her. It's gonna be close. She's in the red. Can we make it 3 for 3? Making up for all the losses yesterday, hopefully. Slash does some damage. Basculin Substitute is a choice. She uses Moonblast, hits the substitute. You fool. Thunder. I thought I was going to finish her off. But since it didn't, our Max Rockfill will. We survive again off another legendary doing foolish things. So let's catch it. So far tonight we've added Reshiram, Tapu Fini, and Xerneas to our team. Yeah, I don't think any of these are shinies. Alright. We will take Tapu Fini, and we will name her I guess Ariel, Little Mermaid. Alright. Still no luck on the Necrozma, but we're making it through some opponents. Alright, Peonia. You got Necrozma for us this time. You did not. You got Garatina. Not a bad one, but I'm going to pass up again. And we're going to go to random. So we're getting offers here that we haven't gotten yet. Stunfisk. How did I know they were going to take Heliolisk? And Pangoro. We're looking for a Psychic type. But it's electric. It's most likely Zapdos or Raikou. Those are the two we're missing. We're gonna go normal. Pangoro should be effective. All my moves are normally effective. Max Lightning, I guess? Stunfisk is so two-dimensional. Alright, Electro Ball does damage. Air Slash misses. Hammer Arm does huge damage. That's why we brought Pangoro over here. Max Lightning also does a good amount of damage. And the Electric Terrain now should power up electric moves. So we'll do it again. Bounce kinda hurt. Alright, Pangoro Hammer Arm will finish it off, and you do it. Alright, catch the Lopunny. We're not gonna switch though. I think we stick with Stunfisk. Water, grass. Water. Ookamiyoru. Us and Heliolisk have electric moves. Pangoro's raising all of our stats. Thunderbolt didn't hit as much as I expected. I think I'm going to use Electric Terrain here. It would have been better to be after Heliolisk. Or not after, before. It doesn't matter, my team destroyed it. Ookamiyoru looks more like one of the baby form Digimon than a Pokemon. And I will stick with Stunfisk still. Yeah, everyone passed on Ookamiyoru. Grass? Ice? Or ice? This is a Abomasnow, this is a Glalie. Let's go against the Glalie. Alright. I'm gonna electric train again. Because I feel like, yeah, Heliolisk really likes his Electro Ball. And at least doing this powers it up. That hammer arm is crazy. I think we crush this. Lopunny keeps missing with the Mega Kick. Until I said that, then it hit and it took out Glalie. Gonna stick with Stunfisk. Alright, Raikou or not Moltres, Zapdos. I think it's either Zapdos or Moltres. It is Raikou. So, this was another thing me and my coworker talked about. He called Raikou and Entei cats. And I told him, I said, I'm pretty sure they're called the legendary dog Pokemon. And he's like, there's no way they're dogs, but I'm 99% sure they're legendary dogs. Also, I'm pretty sure this dog is going down quickly. We kind of crushed this raid. Our team was pretty stacked, I'm not gonna lie. Pangoro, in particular, MVP. Oh, he used coaching. I was gonna say Hammer Arm will finish it, but he elected to boost us instead. Though to be fair, Raikou does kind of look like a saber-toothed tiger, which would be more of a cat. But they are the legendary dogs. Very confusing. But either way, Raikou is now joining our team as the 4th legendary of the night in a row. We missed out on Giratina and Rayquaza and Tornadus from Peonia. I think those are the only ones she's offered so far. But she'll offer another one now that we beat this raid. and Raikou joins the team. I'm going to name them, even though they are a dog, like I said, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to name them Trini, because they remind me of a saber-toothed tiger, and Trini was the original yellow Mighty Morphin Power Ranger with the saber-toothed tiger power. Alright, Peonia. This time is Necrozma for sure, right? It's Zapdos. No, thank you. So far, she had the ones that she says she's found paths for, we have not seen. So let me actually check my list here real quick. Alright, I'm gonna bring my list up. Not on stream though, because it's on my phone. Also, I shouldn't block the camera because I actually messed up my tracking yesterday, it looked like a little bit. Alright, let's see here. If we take out the ones that she's offered and the ones that we've caught, let's see. Marking through the list. Slowly but steadily marking through the list. There's about half of them that she's offered. Alright, this is where we're at. The remaining ones, if that counts, which I wish I would have known about before, but if this counts and we do not get the shown the ones that she has offered us, the only remaining ones are Moltres, Mewtwo, Latios, Uxie, Mespirit, Dialga, Heatran, Tapu Bulu, which I actually do think she offered us at one point before, so that might not be a possibility, Buzzwole, Xurkitree, Kartana, Stakataka, and Necrozma. So about 12 more options, which if this is correct, that means after 6 more raids at most, we should be offered Necrozma. Let's see if our theory is correct. Anything is fine. But it would also be crazy if Necrozma is literally the last offer the last one we find. I'm going Combuskin. Our team's not looking as strong as it did last time. Another electric raid. That does not help our theory, because that could mean it's a Zapdos. I'm gonna go against Fire. Even though Vanillish, not great. But the other two should be good here, and I'm kind of just neutral. It's a Flareon. Alright, we're max knuckling it up. There we go, big hit. Alright, hopefully we can get some damage going here. Well, he's already about halfway. We also took a big hit, though. Drill Run did damage. Another max knuckle from us. Hyper Voice gets in some damage. And he is finished. So go Pokeball. So yeah, I hope it's not a Zapdos. I'm hoping it's one of the Ultra Beasts, honestly. That I just don't know which one is which. Or which one is, what their types are, rather. We're gonna keep Combuskin. Psychic or Bug? I'm gonna say Bug, just because we got the Flareon, even though Bug will be good against Seeking, probably. Rabombi. Fire Pledge. Oh, Seeking's got a flying type move, so that's huge. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get Necrozma pretty soon here. Big hit by Bounce. Slowly taking away its HP. So, and the good thing is, if we do get Necrozma and we fail, at least we can save him to one of the spots, and we can keep doing it until we actually win it. Because that was one thing I was a little worried about at first, was what if we get him and then we fail, but then I remembered, no, they give us some leeway there. I've said it before and I'll say it again, newer Pokemon games are more user-friendly. Which, to some degree, is a good thing, and to some degree is a bad thing. Less of a challenge. Nice. We're gonna stick with Combuskin. Someone switched out. I didn't quite catch who. Water? Not good for us. Bug again? Probably not a bad idea. Poison. The bug is sent to Scorch though, so I'm going Poison. Wait. That would have been... No, well, it would have been good for Rabombi. Alright, this is fine. Alright, Max Flare, I guess. Alright, Baby Doll Eyes weakens it. Pollen Puff does a little bit of damage. Waterfall is good. Max Flare is also good. That was a huge Max Flare. And Burning Jealousy crushes it. Alright, Needle Queen gets captured. I think we caught a Needle Queen yesterday. I think we did. We might have given it out. Honestly, might not be a... Actually, I think I do want to swap here for the ground type and the ground type move, the stab bonus, because we're going against an electric type. But She-King is in trouble. So let's see. Hoping it's not Zapdos. Is it a Ultra Beast? It is. Xerxes. Okay. So our theory still going strong that if it's offered to us and we say no, it will not show up. Also, I think the Reshiram, I might have clicked the wrong button on. I'll have to rewatch the stream after today if we don't get Necrozma today. Oh, that was a lot of damage though. And paralysis on Flareon. We need to do our damage here with our ground type moves here against the lightning type or electric type. Oh, Pollen Puff was good. Okay, a stat draining move against this is good too. Alright, he's already down to the red. And he's burnt. Alright. For some reason, some of these... Okay, this should finish it off. Well, no. I guess not. I thought that would do more. We've only had one feint, so... And we knew Sea-King would be weak against Xerxes going into this. Pollen Puff finishes it off. Nice. Another Ultra Beast to our collection. Alright, good catch, good catch. Even though, like Kat said yesterday, all the Ultra Beasts are kind of ugly. But we'll take it. And we'll call it... Christmas, just because it looks like Christmas lights, kinda. Alright, another Ultra Beast to the collection. Now I can talk to Peonia once again. Why is there... What is this? I believe that Pokemon is known as Poipole. I found it a little while ago deep within the Max Layer, but the more I study it, the more questions I have. It's such a strange Pokemon. I believe it might have something to do with the current situation we're in. I really need to buckle down and focus on the research of the Max Layer, but Poipole keeps trying to wander off as soon as I take my eyes off it. I'd like a skilled trainer to accept Poipole and take care of it for me. You wouldn't happen to be interested, would you? Sure. So I guess if you beat so many raids, you get Poiple. I'm gonna name him Grape. Okay, we can't enter that name. After I put that, I wondered if it was gonna say that. What about, I guess, Raspberry, maybe? Alright, Peonia. You found Necrozma this time, didn't you? You found Garatina again. Alright. Let's do another. Alright, so she can find duplicates. Don't invite. Miltank, Gloom. Slowbro. Slowbro. Alright. Marking off Xurkitree on our list. Fighting or Dark? There's a Psychic type here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of Psychic types it could be. Also, Dark. We're good against fighting. Alright, let's do that. So I should probably start thinking more into what the final boss's type is when I'm deciding whether to switch out a Pokemon or not. Because, like, if we beat this Mienshao, we definitely don't want to switch out, because the final is a Psychic type, and we would be pretty weak against that Psychic type. Alright, and looking at the list right now, Uxie and Mesprit, I believe, are options for Psychic type. I think we're down to those 3 options. It's either an Uxie, a Mesprit, or Necrozma on the Psychic type. I feel like it's gonna be either Uxie or Mesprit though, but if it was Necrozma here, that would be huge. I'm not gonna lie, when we do get Necrozma, I might end up ending the stream like shortly after. I don't think there's gonna be anything else I'm gonna do after that. Other than like get the ending cutscene. Play Rough was pretty strong there. But this should take it down with the Max Mind Storm. Nice. We are going to catch, but we are not going to keep. And I kind of hope no one on my team keeps it either. Someone did keep it. Grass Fairy. I'm going Grass. Because I have Flamethrower even though I'm a Water type. Blossom. Remember Blossom mostly from the Pokemon movie. Or not the... I don't think it was the movie itself. I think it was the short before the movie with Togepi. When Togepi falls down the hole and the Pokemon have to follow him in there and then meet all the Pokemon in this like underground area, and Blossoms are all like dancing around. Alright, Aerial Ace is a good move against her. Flamethrower, also a good move. Bug type moves also helpful. Alright, this is a Psychic type boss. If we beat Blossom and then one more. And we're leaning towards it's not leaning towards, it's either gonna be an Uxie, Mespirit, or Necrozma. Alright, Ninjasku's Substitute, which lowered his HP very much, but protected him if he gets hit from fainting. So I guess it evens out. Oh, I thought that was going to end her, but she's got like 1 HP. But she's burnt, so that might actually... Well, it would have if the grassy terrain didn't heal. Alright, that will do it though. Alright, catch the Blossom. I also remember Blossom mostly for how bad the sprite looked in the Gen 2 Pokemon game. We're not going to switch. Kind of hope Ninjask does. They do not. Counter to Scientist. We won't swap. Alright, they switch from... Janet keeps switching. They went from Blossom to Tyrantrum, I think? We're gonna... Oh, yeah, Fire's not good against Ninjask, but... We went to it for the berries to heal Ninjask, but most likely he's going to faint still. Marowak. Or no, Charmeleon. I don't know why Charmeleon. I don't know why I thought it was Marowak. Expand... We'll do Psyshock. Alright, Superpower is good. Except for that it lowers your attack and defense. Expanding Force this time, see if that does more. Alright, if we can take him out quick before he can... Well, against Tyrantrum, not bad. There are definitely better options he could have gone with against that. Alright, one more hit here should do it. Okay, Tram held on, which is good. Alright, we don't really need to power up anymore. He's one hit away from losing. Alright, there we go. I did it myself. Alright, interesting to note that starter evolutions can be found in these two. Unfortunately, this was at least the Kanto ones apparently. Unfortunately, I already have a Charizard, so Charmeleon doesn't really help me here. Or Charmeleon, I don't know why I keep calling it Charmeleon. Do I switch here? I think I do. Because Psychic against Psychic isn't really going to be great. Alright, let's see. Is it... Who is it? Please be Necrozma. No Uxie, no Mispirit. It's Uxie. I had a feeling. I've been told it's RNG to Necrozma, but it seems like we have literally gone through almost the entire list. Our luck is certainly not good, at least. Alright, he's using Future Sight. Shouldn't be too difficult to defeat. And also, I guess at least this means that when we do get our next Psychic type, it's a 50-50 now. 50-50 toss-up if it's going to be Mespirit or Necrozma. Fortunately, we can't seem to really do much damage to this Mespirit. Or Uxie, rather. I guess Max Wormwind again? Oh, that Future Sight should hit pretty soon on us, I think. And it most likely will make us faint. Yeah, we can't do anything to this. Alright, there's a paralysis at least. I think we will still win this, but it's going to be mostly our team carrying us. There's a Future Sight. But I'm pretty sure this is our first faint. So at least there's a good chance we still win this. Well, actually, Ninjask and Tyrantrum are both pretty hurt. Alright, Ninjask use substitutes. Risky. Use Future Sight on Ninjask. Alright, what do I do here? Dragon Pulse. Yeah, somehow Skitter Smack is the best move that we got going for our team right here. And at least it's lowering his abilities. Alright, we're stacking on the hits now. Sword Dance. I feel like we could have just attacked. Swift was very dangerous, but somehow we held on. All of us did. Also, didn't take off Ninjask's substitute. Fury Cutter, or Fury Cutter, also very good. Right, Shadow Ball takes off Ninjask's substitute, and I'm pretty sure he gets hit by the Future Sight this next turn. That would be if Uxie was still going, but he is not. He was defeated. 5 for 5 tonight? This was our 5th, I think? Alright. Yeah, no shinies. So we take the Uxie. And we're gonna name it Disappointing. Or yeah. If it fits. Or Disappointed. Because we were hoping it would be the Necrozma, and it was an Uxie. Alright, up next, Pionia. Mewtwo. I forgot that was also an option for a Psychic, actually. So good to get that off the list. So like I said, I'm pretty sure we don't find the ones that she's find path for if we say no. So Mewtwo, I'm marking off the list. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options. If Necrozma is the last one, that will be crazy. Boldor, Drudigon, Persian. Guess we're going with the Drudigon, even though I can barely pronounce it. Oh, we could have 2 forms of Persian, and we do have 2 forms of Persian. Alolan and Kanto. Alright, which is this? This is going to be Bug. So this is most likely Bugswole, I think. Or Buzzswole. Steel, Psychic. I say we go against Psychic. So Buzzswole would be another good one to get out of the way. So far, the only Ultra Beast I failed to catch is Nihiligo. got an email that the new season of Overwatch is coming next week, I think. Doesn't look too bad. New maps and map voting in comp. But I've only played Overwatch like once in the last week since I started streaming daily. Alright, Star Me will be caught. Honestly, maybe I switch here. Starmie's got a lot of good offensive moves. I think I do. Even though maybe I should have kept him for versus Dragon. Psychic again? It's a Raichu. So a Alolan Raichu if it's Psychic. Dazzling Gleam. Fairy type moves are usually pretty strong. Vacade was pretty strong there. Dark type move against Psychic is very strong. Power Gem try this time? Yeah, I think he faints. Maybe not on mine, yeah, but he'll faint on Persian's Assurance. There we go. That was rather easy. And I gotta think ahead still, because like I said, I gotta start strategizing more. Because Bug versus Starmie, probably not the greatest matchup. Well, I mean, we got Icy Wind. And Power Gem, so maybe we'd be okay. The scientist said we could switch to a random... No, thank you. Alright. Alright, Janet, you're going crazy with the swaps. You did it last game, too. Alright, well, this will be our test, I guess. We'll go against Bug here. There's a Scyther. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, Power Gem and Icy Wind, both super effective. We'll start with Icy Wind, see how this goes. Also, let me check something. Oh, we also got a flying type move. Who is that? I wasn't even looking at the screen for a second. I'm gonna max Hailstorm this time. And also, I was thinking about it. Once we beat this, I think I'm gonna start the Scarlet and Violet DLC. Not tonight, and not probably for a couple days, but definitely next. Because this should definitely be defeated. Hopefully tonight. But sometime next week or in the next couple days, at least. Alright, Max Flutterby hurt a little bit. Hopefully Max Hellstorm returns the favor. Not super great. Bounce should, well, he's part flying too. It paralyzed him. Nice. Oh, that, yeah. I died there in my own hail. That's kind of depressing. Alright, let's cheer on our side. Hope they can get through the Scyther with no more feints, because we want to try to get that Buzzwole. If that is, which I'm pretty sure it is, the next Pokemon. Oh, it's a Zoomeril that's doing bounce. Alright, team, we can do this. Alright, I'm back. And I'm going to Power Gem. Hopefully we can take it on the start. Oh, I should have Power Gemmed from the start. Because it's flying too. It was 4 times weak to rock. Why didn't I do that from the beginning? Alright, well, we made it through still with the only one feint. I'm gonna stay with Starmie. Janet's still going crazy with those swaps. So, Scyther, his flying side will be good against this bug, but otherwise it's bug versus bug. And we were correct. It is Buzzwole. Or Buzzwole. So, cross another off the list of ones we've seen. I have a lot of attacks that are good here, or Dazzling Gleam and Psycho Cut. Both pretty strong against Buzzwole. Wing attack is huge. He just uses taunt. That's fine, unless he attacks again, which I hope he doesn't. Azumarill sticking with its flying against bug strategy, very good. I have Dynamax energy. We're gonna use it in Max Starfall. Alright, that was pretty big, And I think Max Starfall heals too, if I'm not mistaken. No, I guess I am mistaken. But it's fine. I don't think anyone else on my team is fainting, and Scyther just finished it off. Nice. My mistake doubting your strat, Janet. You swap Pokemon like a champ. Alright. Another Ultra Beast to the collection. Running out of creative names, though. Oh, I thought that was shiny at first. When I first looked at it, it looked like blue. But is it blue? Hold on. It's probably not. It's probably just the lighting on my screen. What is a shiny... Shiny Starmie. No, it would have been a lot more blue. Alright. Little Buzzwole. See, it looks a little more orange than the other thing. No, he would have been green. Alright. That's fine. We will take the Buzzwole. And we're gonna name him... Larry. The only thing I can think of is like Larry the Lobster with his buffness. Which I guess there is debate of whether a lobster could be considered a bug. Alright, Peonia. You found Necrozma this time, I know it. You did not, you found Moltres. But you're still crossing Pokemon off my list. Making my theory go even stronger. Really wish I would have done this yesterday too. Really wish I would have known the correct way to do this. But the only options available now, according to my list, I wrote Latios twice. So we got Latios, Mesprit, Dialga, Heatran, Tapu Bulu, Kartana, Stikataka, and Necrozma. Wait, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. And Tapu Bulu might not count because I'm pretty sure she told us yesterday about Tapu Bulu. Alright. So at most, 4 max raids. Alright, keep on going. Alright, Grimmsnarl, Manectric, Rimbombi. Grimmsnarl can Gigantamax. I'm gonna give it a try. And it's a grass type. Grass legendary. It's either going to be Stikataka. I'm going against poison. Stikataka or Kartana, because I don't know what else would be grass. Because nothing else on my list is grass. I don't have really effective moves. Hopefully G-Max Snooze will do something good. I'm almost out of orange soda. Well, the can that I have. I did bought a fresh box yesterday, so I still have plenty in the fridge. Oh, Fire Punch to Tangela, not great. So, our team is very underwhelming. It feels like G-Max Snooze did a lot. Stun Spore, not bad. Call and Puff do a lot. Oh, you're healing with it. That's nice. Call and Puff's an interesting move, I've noticed. It can either heal or attack. Yeah, I think G-Max Snooze here is going to be the MVP of this fight. Well, Pollen Puff did a lot. Nice. And we'll catch the Needle King. Needle King's got a lot of good moves. A G-Max Snooze was pretty good though. And in the end we're going against a grass type, so ground would be at a disadvantage. I'm gonna stick with Grimmsnarl. Amelia can take the Needle King, I guess. We're gonna go this way. Audino or Lickitung. I guess Lickitung? We didn't need the berries because our whole team's like max health. So that was a non-factor. Alright. Power Up Punch. Fighting type moves against a normal type will be good. Did a little bit of damage, but it also powered us up, so that's good. We avoided, well, two of our team avoided the blizzard. Tangela and Needle King could not, and Tangela froze. Pollen Puff to heal Tangela again. High horsepower does some damage. Power Up Punch also. And Tangela is still frozen. This time Tangela avoided it, but the rest of us did not. Alright, heals for Needle King. Good choice, good choice. I should be able to Dynamax now. Everyone avoided the blizzard except for Tangela. Gonna Dynamax just to play it safe, even though I don't think we really need to. And then Rimbombi still healing our team. Good, good. Nice, and Max Knuckle finished it off. And this was the second fight, yeah, because we faced a Needle King to start. It's got some good moves, but I don't think I'm gonna take it. Isabella took it. Ghost, Psychic. Ooh, Dark versus Psychic's pretty good, I think. So we should go here. Even though I think Dark versus Ghost would also have been effective. Mr. Mime, the Kanto form. I think the first, first Dynamax adventure we did, we went against a Mr. Mime that was like Galarian form. Alright, we're getting through him. Taking his HP down pretty steadily. I don't think we've had any faints. Alright, doing good, doing good. Pollen Puff on the offensive this time, nice. Alright, one more hit. Grimmsnarl, can you finish it off? You can. Perfect. I think we're gonna stick with Grimmsnarl here. I don't know if someone on my team is gonna change. I really hope Rabombi doesn't change though, because Rabombi versus Grass is probably the best bet right now. Though we also don't know what the Grass legendary is. I'm hoping it's Kartana or Stictox, however you say that other one. The one of the Ultra Beasts. Oh, he's also Fairy type, but he doesn't know any Fairy moves, so yeah, we're good. Of course, the one I didn't want to change changed. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping it's an Ultra Beast, because Tapu Bulu, okay. So that does take another one off the list, I guess. I thought maybe we wouldn't see it because it was offered last night by Pionia. I do not have good moves here. Switch its attack and special attack stats with the target. Lowers the target's special attack stat. I guess my moves aren't very effective here, so I guess we're gonna try to do this. Hopefully it mostly attacks with special attack and that helps. We got a Fire Punch, that's big. The one-hit KO to Mr. Mime, not very nice. Blizzard is a good move to use there. I don't know, I guess maybe try Power Up Punch. Oh, that Wood Hammer is gonna be trouble, I feel like. Yeah, that really didn't do much. Wasn't lying when it said it was not effective. We might fail the Tapu Bulu. Alright, while this fight's going on also, I am going to reorganize my list here. So, Kartana, Stakatika, we've now seen all of the Tapus, Heatran, Dialga, Mesprit, Latios, and Necrozma. we're down to 7. And it's crazy. Alright, Mr. Mime held on there. That was good. No, don't Horn Leech. Ow. Not good. Alright, Dark Pulse does more than I thought it would at least. Blizzard also does something. Alright, 7 more options. I was told it was RNG, but it's starting to seem like maybe it's not. Maybe it's Necrozma is the last one you encounter. I hope that's not the case, and I hope we find it next try, but we will see. Mega Horn. Okay, he did it to us. Alright, I feel more okay. Not great. I was gonna say I feel more confident that we will win this now. But he just took out like a tongue. Body's pretty low. As long as he doesn't have like a AoE attack. Alright, Ice Punch was a good choice. Alright, he just used Scary Face, so that pretty much seals his fate until he does Horn Leech again and takes out so much of our HP. I think he just bought himself another turn. I don't think it's gonna take him out now. Yeah. Alright, Psychic takes him out. Good job. We still have yet to fail one tonight. Did I get Necrozma yet? Do you think I would still be doing the raids if I got Necrozma, Cat? Also, hi, Cat. And that's a no. I have not gotten Necrozma. But we've done like 7 of these tonight. And we've succeeded on every one. Taking the Tapu Bulu. Steven's having mic issues tonight. Like he can't use his mic. What am I naming this? Auto. I don't even know, I'm just random with the names tonight. Oh, he's very, very quiet. Alright. So, Cat. Our list now. The only legend because like I sent you a screenshot on Discord earlier too of going into my stream tonight what we had left. Now all that's left is Kartana, Stakatica, Heatran, Dialga, Mespirit, Latios, and Necrozma. So it's a 1 in 7 chance now. If my theory is correct. And I found out with the Peonia thing, it's not once a day. You literally just check with her after every raid battle. And from what I've seen, if she offers you a path to a Pokemon and you say no, it counts as crossing it off the list. even if you don't do it. So technically, I should only have to do 4 more raids max. Alright, what are you offering this time? She offered Suicune. That does happen sometimes. I did notice that. She does offer ones I've seen before. So unfortunately that doesn't help. We already have Suicune marked here. But the next, whatever this is, should be one of the 7 I just listed. Alright, we got Sneasel, Centiskorch, Kadabra. Centiskorch has a G-Max form, so I'm going to take him. Centiskorch. Yeah, because of the G-Max form. This is a Dragon Legendary. So that means it's probably Dialga. I think. I think out of the list I have left, Dialga's the only Legendary left. Let's go against normal, I guess. Yeah, because Latios isn't a dragon, Heatran isn't a dragon, Mesprit isn't a dragon, and I don't know what Kartana or Stakatica are. So it could be either, technically. But I think it's Dialga. What the heck? The Ditto turned into a Centiskorch. It's an imposter. He's a phony. A big fat phony. Yeah. We're G-Max. We are the Mulan dragon. What's it called? What's the name of the dragon from Mulan? I know it's played by like Eddie Murphy, I think. Yeah, not only is he a phony, but he's getting destroyed. Alright, Maxus, finish him off. That did very little. G-Max Inferno. Which we probably aren't even going to get to use because my team's eat them up for breakfast. Alright, catch the Ditto. Even though I don't think I'm going to use it, I think I'm going to stick with the Centiskorch for now. It could be a shiny blue Ditto. Yeah, but we won't find that out until the end of the raid. Normal, Steel. Normal worked very well there, so we'll do it again here. Even though I guess Centiskorch would have been good against Steel. But that's fine. So we'll have to see, Cat. Yesterday, I had won like 9 raids in a row, and then when you came in, I started losing. So we'll have to see if my luck for tonight continues, because I've won 7 in a row. Alright, Lovely Kiss puts it to sleep, yeah. Wait, since when do we have a Jinx? Is the... Wait, why is the Ditto a Jinx? Where did the Jinx come from? Is it just random? Actually, I don't think that's even a Ditto. I think it's just a Jinx. What happened to the Ditto? So I'm pretty sure it said she chose it. Alright. Psyshock. Ice Beam. Superpower. And then Venoshock. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did talk to a trainer that lets us swap. I didn't take it, but she probably took it. That's probably where it came from. You're right, Cat. Alright, Greedent defeated. So we got a Xerneas tonight, and he's in a dive ball because I forgot I ran out of Pokeballs, and the first thing I clicked was dive ball, apparently. I'm good with not swapping. Oh, Peonia's on our team. That has to be lucky, right? Fairy Ghost Rock. Ghost. I'm not gonna. It looks like a Duskull, maybe? It matches somewhat? What matches? Oh, the dive ball for Xerneas? Yeah, it kind of looks like him. Color scheme. Dusclops, not Duskull. Flamethrower, I guess. Jinx likes putting them to sleep, and that's pretty helpful, I guess. Scale Shot seems like it's a good move. Except for the fact it lowers your defense. Yeah, keep using Scale Shot. That seems to chip away pretty well. What was the type? Dragon, that's right. Dialga, I'm pretty sure. Well, I hope it's Dialga, because I want my theory to be correct about which Pokemon are getting crossed off this list. No, he woke up. He's attacking Scorch. Flamethrower's been pretty well. I don't know about how well Scorching Sand would go. Oh, no, you didn't use... Well, Rock Blast hits multiple times too, I guess. I guess either way works. And then Jinx put him back to sleep. Is my mic less loud tonight, Cat? I lowered the volume, so hopefully it's not as loud as it was last night. Because I did see what you meant. It was kind of loud. Alright, Ice Beam took it out. Dusclops wouldn't be a bad catch. We're good without swapping. I kind of wish the Jinx would have swapped because they're pretty low. Alright, is this Dialga? If it's Dialga, then my theory is definitely correct. It's Giratina. Not good. That means Peony has offered us Giratina. That means my theory might not be right. Which means Necrozma could still be very far away. Also, I don't know if we can beat Giratina. Oh, we got him burned. Alright, Scorch Sand again. Alright, good hits, good hits. I don't think we've had any Pokemon thing. Alright, Hex did good damage. Yeah, just keep going with Scorching Sand, I guess. Oh, that's gonna take out Jinx. I think that's our first feint. Alright, we got Dynamax now. So, I think we win. Max Quake. Yeah, Scale Shot's gonna take him down quite a bit. Because I think it hits at least 3 times, or it does hit 3 times. Never mind. As soon as I say that, it only hits twice. Oh, Max Rockfall isn't good. Especially directed at us. Oh, and then he Shadow Claws to follow. So we never even got to use our Dynamax attack. Alright, we might have gotten a little cocky there. We're still 2 feints away. Hex is gonna do a big damage. Hopefully Tyrantrum and Dusclops can pull it off. Nah, Jinx is back too. If Jinx could put it to sleep, that might not be bad. I just am gonna cheer on from the sideline. Another Scale Shot. If it hits 3 times, that would be great. Or even if it hit more than that. If it can hit more than that. It can. It hit a 4th time. Oh, he's got a sliver of health. Just a hair of health. And he's also burnt, so hopefully the burn might take him out. No, he max Wormwind. And he takes out Tyrantrum. That's the 3rd feint. if the burn takes him out here, we still get him. Oh, that was close. Draining Kiss puts him away. Okay. Coming in clutch, Jinx. Giratina is ours. But again, not good that Giratina showed up, because this was one of the ones Peonia offered to us on a path, and I was hoping that the ones she offered would not be showing up. That's not a shiny Ditto, I don't think. It's gray. I thought Dittos were more pink. But it's definitely not blue. Yeah, no, this isn't shiny. Why is it gray? Or are my eyes just, like, bad? I don't know. We'll take the Giratina. What will we name it? I don't know if this will fit. Not Necrozma. Can you do that? Or will it say you can't put a Pokemon's name in it? No, it does let you. Welcome to the team, not Necrozma. Alright, Peonia, you gotta have Necrozma for us this time, right? She does! Holy crap! Nice! I'll tell you where Necrozma is in exchange for 5 pieces of Dynite ore. Thank you. We don't need Reshiram anymore because he was the first one we found tonight and we caught him. Peonia told you where to find Necrozma. You can kick things off by talking to the scientist lady. Go get him. Alright. GG's. Well, we don't know if it's GG yet, Cat, because what if he defeats us? I mean, I guess we can keep... Now that we got him saved, we can just keep doing it until we win? Alright. I have a feeling he's going to be very strong. What would be good against Psychic? Dark. Maybe Maractus for the Sucker Punch, I guess? I feel like Oh, if I... They couldn't have offered me that Pangoro. That would have been so much better. Alright, we're in the den. This could be for all the marbles. Alright. Fire would not be good for Maractus. Electric isn't good for Ninjask, but... Oh, it's a Toxtricity, too. I guess we do it. Look, Cat, it's your favorite Pokemon. Or one of your favorites, I think you said. I don't think this is the form you like, though. I think you like the purple one, right? Max Darkness. It took forever, but we finally are on the path of Necrozma. Alright, Mud Slap's good. Hopefully we don't faint early. Oh, Max Strike did some damage to us. I think if we win this, I take the Toxtricity, though. It might not have a Dark-type move, but I think it's stronger than this Maractus. Yeah, let's keep doing Max Darkness, I guess. Tearful Look is gonna lower our attack. I always think it's defense, but it's attack and special attack. Alright, his stats are getting drained pretty well. Alright, can we take out Necrozma first try? If we want to, I feel like we gotta start doing more... Okay, Psychic was huge. That was actually really good. His special defense is so low too that moves like Psychic are gonna be really good. Alright, Blizzard should take it out. Yes, it does. Nice. Like I said, I'm probably gonna take this Toxtricity. So we find Necrozma with literally only six other legendaries that we did not encounter. The only legendaries we did not encounter were Kartana, Staccatica, Heatran, Dialga, Mespirit, and Latios. Actually, do I want to take it? Its moves aren't that great. I'm gonna stick with Maractus. Alright, someone on our team took it though. Ice, Fighting, Normal. Normal. Alright, in this next path we can also get to berries. Vespiquen is weak to electric. Was there a Vespiquen there? I wasn't paying attention to the silhouettes. Sucker Punch. This isn't gonna work because I didn't go first. Alright, Rock Tomb does big damage. It's just a Chansey anyway. They're not too strong, I don't think. I think they're just very durable. They last for a while. She's just using Helping Hand. Skitter Smack did a lot. Superpower destroyed it. Nice. Alright. Chansey, come to the Pokeball. Nice. Alright, we just need to beat one more, and then we got Necrozma right in front of us. Can we beat him first try? I really hope so. Even though, like I said, I don't think it's a huge deal if we don't. Counter to Scientist. I'm gonna stick with Maractus. Okay, Alfie got the Chansey and then immediately switched to Magmar. Alright, we got Water, or Rock. I think I'm effective against all of these, honestly, so that's fine. Magmar is not effective against any of these. I'm gonna go against this Water. It looks like a Golduck. But the berries will heal me and Ninjask. Ninjask also is effective against water, I think. Possibly. I think bugs are good against water. Alright. Leaf Storm and Energy Ball, both effective moves here. He tried to Aqua Jet us, and that just rose our special attack. Okay, thank you. Alright, big hit from Leaf Storm now that especially now that our special attack has risen. That almost won him. Alright, somehow our team has destroyed this raid pretty much. Even though our team doesn't look very, doesn't look like the type of team you'd think would destroy a raid. He goes for a water attack once again on me. This is like when Reshiram tried to attack Heatmer at the beginning of the stream. When Heatmer had the fire resistant ability. I guess maybe the game feels bad for us and is trying to make it easier. Also, this was Pokeball 70, which means Necrozma will be in Pokeball 69. Nice. Alright. We're gonna stick with Maractus. Oscar switched Ninjask for Golduck. Hopefully it pays off. Alright, it's time. There he is. There's the person we've been looking for about 3 days now. Sucker Punch. Let me go first. It did. And I missed. That was underwhelming. Oh, Magmar gets some good damage in. Automatize. He's risen his speed. Not great for us, probably. He's frozen. Huge. Try Sucker Punch again. Am I the fastest? I am. Sucker Punch. Big damage. Mega Kick. Mega Kick did big damage. Fire Blast again. Oh, we're eating through his HP. He's already in yellow. He's halfway. Max Rockfall, but it'll be our first feint if... Yeah, Magmar's going down. Our first feint. Okay. We can handle that. He's at the halfway point in his HP. We've only lost 1. We can still lose 3 more. Golduck tried to use a water attack and I absorbed it. Not great. I didn't think that through either, that I was going to absorb our attacks. Oh, Leaf Storm was huge. Necrozma's getting desperate. Photon Geyser. Oh, okay. Alright, Sandstorm. Golduck held on. I can Dynamax now. It should be over. I don't have any dark type moves left either. That's not good. But Max Overgrowth will heal him to not great. This is gonna be a crazy finale here. Can we do it? I absorb the brine again, but it will raise my special attack for my max overgrowth. Power Gem takes out Golduck. We're down to 2 faints. We need to get a big hit now. Rock Tomb takes a little bit of his HP. Lowers his speed. Come on, max overgrowth. Finish him. Gets him to about half. This is like down to the wire. Photon Geyser on Piloswine didn't take it out though. That's good. Alright, we're still at 2 faints. Magmar is back. This is an intense battle here. Fire Blast. He's got a sliver of health. He takes out Piloswine. We're down to 1 faint. We cannot faint here. Max overgrowth. I think that does it. I think we get him. We did it. He's at 0 HP. Necrozma's weak. Throw a Pokeball. And before it breaks out of the ball, Pokeball 69, cat. We got him. Necrozma was caught. Yeah, we ain't taking any of these ones. We're taking the Necrozma. Alright, what do we call him? What is this beast's name? On top of mic issues, there was racist trolls. Oh no, does it sound like it's a start to a good stream over there? Victory? Sure. Or plus ultra. Yeah, that's actually a good... I hit B too many times. Alright. That's unfortunate. Well done defeating that tough opponent. I hope we'll see you again soon. You will probably never see me again. I think I'm done. Let's go. First, I want to change his name. We'll change his name before we show it to Peony. Alright, we'll call it Plus Ultra. That was a good call, cat. Alright. This is not where I change names. Rate a nickname. Where is he? Right here. Isn't it... Literally, the one right before was not Necrozma. And then we got Necrozma. That's kind of funny. It's not Necrozma, and it's Necrozma. Alright. Plus Ultra. All caps. I guess. I don't like all caps. It seems spammy. Alright. So that's how it's in the show. I guess so. Have you and Aria watched the last season yet? You guys gotta watch it. I don't even remember what happened. Not watch season 7. Dang it, Cat. I don't even remember what happened in season 7. Well, I remember part of it. It's really good. It's like the best season. I need someone to talk to about it. It's not going anywhere. Alright. I think I have to have him in the front of my party. And he is. Alright. Hey, Peony. Look at this. Oi, Chief. Got something legendary to show me? Huh? You actually caught a Pokemon by using that mysterious clue? Let me have a look, would you? So this one's Necrozma, the Prism Pokemon. Looks pretty dark and, prison-y. What? It came from another world looking for light? Sounds like you just need to get more time out in the sun, Necrozma, mate. Chin up. You'll be sparkling with energy in no time. The picture of prismatic health. That's that, anyway. Chief, mind let me see that legendary clue? Hey, we got the check mark. Alright, there better be more to this than just a check mark. I didn't write this clue, Chief, but let's not let that stop the fun. Excuse me, where did you find that paper exactly? It was at our base camp. That's actually from my notes. I wonder how this could have happened. Haven't got a single shred of idea. Indeed, sir, I imagine you haven't. Anyway, I'm quite relieved that you found that paper. Not to mention that you've caught Necrozma, the one responsible for that ultra wormhole. Please accept this with my thanks as a reward for your cooperation in my research. Do you think it's going to be a good reward? Is it going to be a Master Ball? Beast Ball? You obtained an ability patch. A patch that allows a Pokemon with a regular ability to have a rare ability. That's disappointing, is it? And you obtained a Beast Ball. You put the Beast Ball in your Pokeball's pocket. A somewhat different Pokeball that has a low success rate for catching a Pokemon. Beast Ball, you're hyped for that one? Oh, and no need to worry about returning the paper. I've got another copy. I've got to hand it to you, Chief. Only you could track down and catch a thing like that with just a single photo to go on. Still, I've got to say, feels like we come to the end of a chapter or something, doesn't it? You look ready to keep on going for a while yet, though. Go on then, Chief. Can't wait to hear about all the exploits and adventures you get up to from here on out. That was it? No the end screen again? We did all that for a Beast Ball? Quest complete. Thank you, Cat. Hey, we did it. Alright. Actually, let's look at our team. Let's see all the Pokemon, because this probably is the end of my playthrough of Pokemon Sword now. Now that we've beat all the DLCs, all the post-game, everything's complete. I think we're safe to wrap up Pokemon Sword. Why did you name that origami? Because it kind of looks like an origami. Looks like one of those origami swans. Yeah. I think we're safe to put Pokemon Sword away, and next week or in a couple days, I will jump into Pokemon Scarlet's DLC. Now that Pokemon, in fitting timing, because Pokemon Scarlet supposedly runs okay, like good on the Switch too. Fallout Boy? Yeah, because there's a song, the Raise You Like a Phoenix song, and Ho-Oh kind of looks like a phoenix. But yeah, before we end, let's go through our team. So we got Necrozma, Tapu Koko, I think, Ho-Oh, Cresselia. I don't remember what this one is called. Tyson. Salazzle. We had a Girder, a Grimmsnarl, Bulbasaur, Pancham, Sizzlipede, Litwick, Scyther, Weezing, Vileplume, Vanillite, Phalanx, Palpitoad, Jigglypuff, Meowth, Slowpoke, Phantump, Pinsir, Sinistea, Pikachu, Slowpoke, Noivern, Carbink, Cinderace, Cubone, Passimian, Butterfree, Squavit, Beheeyem, Golurk, Cryogonal. Some of these should be dead because of Joltik. This isn't even the same playthrough though, Cat. The Joltik was the first playthrough. This is the second. This was a restart. And I also released everything that wasn't Nesquik part of that. I released. I think I had him for both playthroughs, and I also released everything that died in this playthrough. Yeah, I think this is technically Nesquik 2. Yeah. Katana, the Zacian, Eternatus, Calyrex, King Tut, Kanto Blue Articuno, Talonflame, Regidrago, Xerneas, Entei, Reshiram, Azelf, Landorus, Galarian Zapdos, Galarian Moltres, Galarian Articuno, Tapu Fini, Raikou, Regirock, Registeel, Poipole, Xurkitree, Virizion, Terrakion, Cobalion, Guzzlord, Celesteela, Blacephalon, Formosa, Uxie, Regice, Alolan Vulpix, Charizard, Frostlass, Fracture, Togetic, Hatterene, Urshifu, Giratina, Tapu Bulu, Buzzwole, Dragapult, the Japanese version, and Quagsire. Oh, one left. I forgot. In his box by himself, the Depression Man himself, Mimikyu. Yeah, those were the Pokemon we caught in this playthrough. It's a safe space, yeah. But, nice. Because I was actually thinking I wanted to try to go for 3 hours tonight, honestly, and we are right at the 3-hour mark, so the timing was actually pretty perfect. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be the conclusion of Pokemon Sword for me. I feel like I don't have to do anything else with this playthrough. We beat the main story, we beat the post-game, we beat the multi-battle tournament, Isle of Armor, we beat that DLC, Crown Tundra, we beat that DLC, and then we wrapped things up with Necrozma in the Max Lair. You gotta complete the Pokedex? I don't think so, Cat. I don't think I've ever completed a Pokedex. But yeah, like I said, now I'm probably gonna wait a few days. I don't know when I'm gonna stream tomorrow because I do plan on streaming tomorrow, but it's gonna be a couple days before I jump into the next thing for Pokemon. But I think we're gonna jump into the Pokemon Scarlet DLC because I did not do that on stream. Also, Pokemon Scarlet, I actually never got VODs of, so it won't. The main story won't be on my YouTube channel because I did that playthrough before I started recording my VODs, unfortunately. But we'll have the DLC at least, so yeah. That's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you to everyone that stopped by, hung out, lurked. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably be live again tomorrow. Maybe even 2 streams again like I was doing because I don't have to work tomorrow. Maybe 1 in the morning, maybe 1 in the evening before Actually, I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys later. Take care.